in a bid to address pressing concerns surrounding beneficiation, soaring unemployment rates and the persistent challenge of low wages, Cosatu is set to convene another workers' rally, this time in Kimberley. That gathering aims to shine a spotlight on critical labour issues and advocate for tangible solutions to improve the livelihoods of workers across the country. Watching those developments is our reporter Ulrich Hendricks, who joins us now live for a sense of what else is taking place there. And Ulrich, we often speak about those triple challenges of poverty, unemployment and inequality. And I suppose this will be top of mind for those who will be addressing that gathering.
Hi, good morning, Ayanda. Yes, very much so. We are celebrating Workers' Day today under very trying conditions. High unemployment rate, high inflation, and of course threats to workers, in terms of retrenchment, especially in the mining industry within this province. Of course, stagnant salaries as well. And so workers, celebrating Workers' Day, but not too joyous. But let's talk to Cosatu, Orapeleng Moraladi. He's from the Northern Cape, Cosatu. Orapeleng, like I said, we've got all these challenges facing us today: high inflation, stagnant salaries, and threats of retrenchments, especially among the mining industry here in the Northern Cape. Not a lot for workers to celebrate, eh?
Of course, good morning, Ulrich. Not enough, really. But we should not also discount the fact that there are many gains that we've acquired as a trade union movement. We are faced with many challenges, particularly in the province. Our province is very big, with the very lowest number in terms of population, but the unemployment rate is very, very high. It's intolerable. So we are faced with those particular challenges of unemployment, poverty, but we are trying our best, and we are hopeful that in future, as time goes, we will be in a position actually to have the unemployment rate under control, and the government will create even more jobs.
You were talking about unemployment rate. I told you earlier we can celebrate today, but very large number of people unable to celebrate because they are unemployed. Some of them in their 30s, 40s never had work in their lives. So as Cosatu, as a labour union, how do you confront that issue, especially if you check that we about 3 weeks away from a general election?
Most definitely. In fact, you are right, Ulrich. There are people that have never been employed before. And a number of family or households depend on what you call the social grants. And they are not sustainable according to us, because it means that your whole life in abject poverty. Because if you have to feed a family of 10 for example, with 1,000 rand, is way below poverty line. So we are urging the government to be considerate of that particular fact. And at the same time, we do have our own initiatives as Cosatu to ensure that we utilize the resources that are available at our disposal. For example, there are many sitters that we have, about 22 in the country. And every year there's a lot of money that is going back as a result of non-usage. So we want to enter that particular space. We are saying the sitters play a very pivotal role in terms of ensuring that people are skilled, but also developing infrastructure so that people can, for example, the mining sector is dying in the province. We want to concentrate more now on agriculture, so that people can grow their own crops, they have their own backyard gardening to sustain themselves in terms of food security. But those who can expand and go bigger must be given that particular opportunity actually to also access the market and sell the products that they have produced. So it's important that as stakeholders we play our equal role, but utmost important is that we need to be optimal in terms of intensifying the campaign against poverty and unemployment in the province.
Let's continue with the mining industry. We've seen a number of them announcing job cuts, as prices go down, etc. Are you in contact with the mining industry to minimize at least the number of job losses?
Most definitely through our affiliated union, National Union of Mine Workers. We will be releasing a statement tomorrow. In fact, today is a day in which we are going to get a further mandate from the workers as far as the mining sector is concerned. We can't allow that sector to die, because if it perishes, it means then the Northern Cape will be in tatters in terms of development and in terms of unemployment. So we are engaging with the mine bosses, and we are appealing now to them. We're using this particular platform of yours, SABC, to ask them, politely and patiently that, look, we know that during the times when you're making profit, you never mention that you're making profits. You never say to us that there are heydays and so forth. So now we are experiencing this particular challenge, and you as employers, we want us to be lenient to you and to listen to you. But please, let's end this particular retrenchments. Let's come together and find ways and means in which you can minimize retrenchment. And if you have to enter into secondary economy after mining, let's do it that particular fashion. Because really, if a person has to lose a job and is maintaining about 10 people and 1,000 people have to lose their jobs, it means about 10,000 people are going to be living in poverty and without any source of income for them to live.
Thank you very much. Cosatu's Orpeling Moraladi, of course, talking about May Day and the challenges facing workers here in the province, but also nationally. So May Day celebrations expected to start here at AR Abbas Stadium a little bit later. Of course, alliance partners of Cosatu, ANC, Sanku, SACP, of course, all of them will form part of the celebrations here. Most importantly, of course, the workers as well.